What principles should guide church planters in planting new churches? Well, there are a number of principles that I can think of. Well, the major principle would be probably that we should not seek church planting blessing above the God who gives the blessing. Sometimes the way that we do ministry negates the way that God wants to do ministry in us and through us. And one of the Christian ways that we can do church planting ministry in the wrong way is being so focused on the blessing that we miss the blessing of God Himself, and being just in love with Him and wanting to serve Him and glorify Him. So that would be one principle, to seek the giver more than the gift. Another principle would be certainly to have bifocal vision. As you may know or may not know, I have bifocals on. That means I can see clearly up front and I can see far away in a very clear fashion. Jesus often lived, or always lived, with bifocals. He saw His disciples that He was shepherding, but He also saw into the harvest. And so I think church planting leaders need to be bifocal in their emphasis. They need to constantly be looking into the harvest. Sick and dying churches will emphasize three things. They'll emphasize the members, the youth, and the building. Those are all three things that the church has, and they are all three things that are very myopic. Another principle is to have bifocal vision. Another principle is never do ministry alone. Always do it with an apprentice, somebody that you're training up to do the things that you're doing. Another principle is emphasize not just the church planting, but emphasize the smallest subsection of the church planting ministry, and see rapid multiplication occur on that level. There are a number of other principles that I could mention, but that should suffice for now.